to stop killing our children, that we must accept that we are the ones as adults in the house who've been messing up in this republic. Mr. Speaker, I have listened to all of us discuss in this house, and I hear everybody saying, no, let us make sure that this guy is arrested and all. What was Ojwang discussing that made this man kill him? It's corruption. The reason this young man was killed, he said the police service receives close to 56 billion shillings every year. This is the story. This is the big thing in this house. But we are talking about, Ojwang is killed, we need to arrest. This country of ours has to be fixed. And you are the people to fix it. And you are refusing to fix it. Because we are part and parcel of the mess of our country. And when we are discussing this thing, you politicize them. You say, oh, it's broad-based. Oh, it is all about those people are the ones who are on the other side. When this thing collapses, all of you will be in the same boat, I tell you. You will hang separately. Because you are the people betraying this republic. The police officers are a consequence of our failure. That is the reality. We have refused to accept that we can fix this country, that we can work together, that we don't have to be tribal, that we can actually act as adults. But we behave like children when everybody outside is crying, saying, where are the adults in the house? I beg you people, let us sit and fix our country. What you see happening to Ojwang is a consequence of a failed system. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chute.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker. Kwanza nachukua nafasi hii kuombeleza familia, marafiki na watu ya Homa Bay kwa kifo ya Albert Ojwang ambaye alikuwa na miaka 31. Mheshimiwa Speaker, leo ukiendesha gari ukikimbizwa na wakora, mahali utaenda kwanza kukimbilia uokoe maisha yako ni police station. Mheshimiwa Speaker, sasa ukienda police station ya Kenya na utauawa, ukikimbizwa na wezi utaenda wapi? Hauna mahali pa kwenda, kwa sababu mahali unakimbizwa iko kifo, mahali unaenda pia iko kifo. Hiyo ndio maisha tuko nayo leo. Mheshimiwa Speaker, askari iko Kenya ni 1108 askari polisi na askari ya utawala. Mheshimiwa Speaker, mimi nikisimama hapa nikiwakilisha Marsabit, sitaki kulaumu polisi wote. Siku 5 iliyopita mahali inaitwa Loyangalani Electorokana, Marsabit County, watu 4 waliuawa. Napeana pole kwa hiyo familia. Kama polisi wanaitwa QRU, Quick Response Unit, hawajafika huko, saa hizi watu karibu 100 wamekufa. Nataka kupongeza polisi vile walifanya kazi hapo. Mheshimiwa Speaker, miaka ya 1990 leo Governor Orengo alikuja mbele yetu. Yeye alikuwa juu ya Toyota Stout akitafuta constitution mpya. Na kama siku angekufa, hiyo constitution hatungepata. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri serikali ivumilie kelele ya wananchi na Gen Z. Mheshimiwa Speaker, nataka kusema hivi. Kuna watu wanasema kuna broad based government na wanataka kulaumu Rais Mheshimiwa Ruto. Kama wewe uko kwa hiyo serikali, kwa nini unalaumu Ruto? Wewe umeingia kwa serikali, uko ndani, kwa nini unasema Ruto? Si ufanya kitu hata wewe, kwa sababu umeingia kwa serikali, umepatiwa waziri, umepatiwa pesa, umepatiwa kitu mnataka hizo zote mnapata. Usikae huko ndani halafu unajifanya kama uko nje. Ukiona mambo mabaya unalaumu serikali. Ukiona mambo mazuri unasema tuko kwa serikali. Waacha ku double deal. Kaa ndani ama kaa nje. Ukikaa ndani waacha kulaumu serikali. Wewe fanya kazi hiyo. Unasema rais anafanya
Senator Catherine.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity to speak. Speaker, this matter is grave. And this matter is painful for those of us who are mothers. Albert was about the age of my son, and Albert shares a name with my husband. And I have just learned Albert is a young man I have worked with when I served as chair of the ODM Elections Board. Mr. Speaker, what has happened is serious. And in my view, if not taken seriously, it may very well be the last straw. And I think we need to take this seriously. And honorable colleagues, even as we commend, even as we plan, Honorable Speaker, can you ask Omtata and Kajuang to tone their voices? Even as we plan to call the IG, honorable colleagues, I want to ask you, is IG capable of investigating this case? I don't think he's capable of investigating this case. Mr. Speaker, I think the DIG need to do this country a favor. He needs to resign. As the first step of showing respect to the family of Albert Ojwang, the DIG needs to resign. He doesn't even need to go through the process of being fired. Mr. Speaker, secondly, I don't think the IG is capable of investigating this case because it is his number two who was supposed to be a complainant over a freedom of expression issue. I'm asking that we consider this matter being guided as an inquest so that somebody other than the IG or the DIG deals with this matter. And I'm asking colleagues to put their heads together to seriously consider so that we can get justice for this family. And for those of you who are close to the president, please give him this advice. This may very well be the last straw in this country. I think it is sad for this family. No, I'm not threatening anybody. It is sad for this nation, and it is painful. Anybody who is a mother, anybody who is a father feels that this is not acceptable.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm being disrupted by my cousin, Senator Sifuna. Mr. Speaker, if the tears of the father of Albert Ojwang do not prick the concerns of the members of this House, Honorable Speaker, I do not understand what will ever prick our concerns. Honorable Speaker, I must also inform the House that I went to school with Albert Ojwang at one university. When I graduated in 2017, it was a first year. Mr. Speaker, how fragile are the egos of the people who have been tasked with the security apparatus of this republic, that a person of the stature of the Deputy Inspector General, who has a training, and I've seen that he has a master's in counter-terrorism, a man who is trained to deal with terrorists, cannot deal with just a Facebook post, Honorable Speaker, that he had to send for this young man on a weekend. Mr. Speaker, there is no record that Albert Ojwang was summoned to appear in any police station and he said no. He was being arrested on a weekend. His parents were there, actually, Mr. Speaker. Their father was coming to Nairobi with the title to come and secure the bond or the bail of his son, only to be given the body of his son in a body bag, Honorable Speaker. I am wondering, Honorable Speaker, even as we speak about the people we are speaking about, Mr. Speaker, did you actually see that the complainant in this particular case, DIG Eliud Lagat, was standing behind the Inspector General of Police when they're saying that they are starting the investigation, Honorable Speaker. How would a person whom, in my opinion, is the lead suspect in the murder of Ojwang be standing right behind the people who are expected to investigate, Honorable Speaker? Mr. Speaker, number two, I also would wonder how cold and how heartless is the heart of the president, that to this minute, he has not even issued a condolences. Everything is running on in the country like nothing has happened, Honorable Speaker. We have not even seen the condolence message of the Minister of Interior. If the president wants the young people to actually believe that he loves them, as he has been saying, Honorable Speaker, he must crack the whip on this person, Eliud Lagat. And I would ask, Mr. Speaker, who is this person that is protecting Eliud Lagat? How powerful is Eliud Lagat that he has or can commit a crime of this magnitude, Honorable Speaker, and continue serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker? Even as we require them to come to the House, him should have done this country a favor by resigning. In a democracy that is working, Honorable Speaker, Eliud Lagat cannot and should not be serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker. Finally, the life of Ojwang is as important as the life of Ongondowere, Honorable Speaker. In 2 days, the PS for Internal Interior was giving an update of what has happened, including the arrest of suspects.
Senator Isaboy.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kunipa fursa hii na mimi pia niweze kuchangia. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwanza natoa risala za rambirambi kwa familia ya Albert kwa niaba yangu na watu wa Kwale County kwa kifo chake, kijana mdogo sana mwenye umri ambao takriban miaka 25 na kuendea. Ni jambo la kusikitisha sana kwa sababu huyu kijana ambaye alikuwa akisomea huko Pwani University akamaliza. Baba yake alikuwa ni mtu wa kufanya kazi katika timbo za mawe kumsomesha mtoto wake na akahitimu akapata kazi na sasa amekuwa mwalimu huko. Lakini kisanga hichi kilipotokea, ulimwengu mzima na nchi nzima ya Kenya imehuzunika kuhusu kijana huyu, kifo chake. Yangu ni kusema tu uchunguzi ufanyike na haki ipatikane kwa familia yake na wale waliohusika sheria ichukuliwe mkononi mwake. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Veronica.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I want to also thank Senator Eddie for bringing this very important statement before the floor of this House. Honorable Speaker, I want to believe this is a dream. I have never imagined in my whole life, even as a trained advocate, that an accused person, accused of a misdemeanor, not a felony, not a category of an offense, which is so serious, and there would not be even a justification for any suspect charged with a serious offense to be killed within the precincts of a police station. I want to believe it's a dream that Albert was actually picked by persons who identified themselves as police officers, picked from his home, handed over to the hands of police officers by his parents, and the parents knew they are following him behind to help him and assist him secure a bond so that he can stand trial. And he's taken to a police station, Honorable Speaker, and after a few hours, Albert dies from head injuries, neck compression, multiple soft tissue trauma, and pathologist has ruled out self-inflicted injuries. I think it is very sad, and I must admit it must not happen to anybody within the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, the other day, Boniface Mwangi, the activist who went to Tanzania, together with his friends, people sometimes whom we don't even support, were tortured in Tanzania. And Kenyans were up in arms because of how the police in Tanzania behaved. How much more, Honorable Speaker, when Kenya is the lead in matters democracy, in matters of expression, political expression, how much more responsibility must the police take to deal with suspects within the constitutional parameters that they are given in the Republic of Kenya? I just want to take one moment, because I have worked in a police reform program with the Laikipia University, where we were introducing human rights to the police, that any time an accused person is arrested, they have rights under the Constitution. The Bill of Rights defends them, and I want to condemn in the strongest terms possible the killing of Albert Ojwang within the precincts of a police cell. It's embarrassing, and whoever did it is actually sabotaging the government of the day. It is very wrong, Honorable Speaker, and action must be taken, exhaustive investigations carried out, and whoever is culpable must be held liable. Let IPOA now do its work. And we are looking out, Honorable Speaker, to see that IPOA for once can hold police officers, Honorable Speaker, responsible for...
Senator Beatrice Akinyi.
Honorable Speaker, a country that kills its young people is a country that kills its future. Honorable Speaker, just the last 1 week, I was here as a proud leader from Homa Bay County. And Honorable Speaker, I shared with this House our happiness from the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay County. But this morning, Honorable Speaker, I asked myself, was this the celebration we had in Homa Bay County on the 1st of June, Honorable Speaker? Is this the aftermath of what we've gotten from that celebration? Honorable Speaker, even all the developments we counted and I counted here is not equal to the life of one young man called Albert Omondi. Honorable Speaker, this morning as I was having breakfast, just a brief breakfast with my son, I saw a young man shed tears over this death, Honorable Speaker. And my son preciously asked me, Mom, why do we as a country make 2 steps ahead and then we make 5 steps going back? Honorable Speaker, I want to ask the President that, Mr. President, who is this who is keen on tarnishing the image of this country? Are you not able to deal with that person? And Honorable Speaker, I've heard a number of politicians make statements since the death of Albert, and a number of them are sorting themselves across the board. I want to tell them, Mr. Speaker, sir, that over this, keep your sentiments away because a life has been lost. Yes. Honorable Speaker, I speak as a parent. Why are we on some of these seats, including any seat anybody has, if we cannot face such challenges? Honorable Speaker, let us allow our young people to grow. If you cannot fathom any challenge, Honorable Speaker, don't go for any seat. But the President must just address this, Honorable Speaker. I think it is by design that after the celebration of Madaraka in Homa Bay, somebody wants us to just shed some darkness in this country. Honorable Speaker, let us move forward. We have been told of a young man who could have committed suicide. This is the only country where we saw a...
Senator Karungo Tsangwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm equally sad, Mr. Speaker, as we discuss this issue of a lost soul. But one, Pastor Martin Niemoller from Germany said, Mr. Speaker, first they came for the socialist. I did not say anything because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionist. I did not say anything because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I did not say anything because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one to speak for me. Mr. Speaker, as a country and as the Senate, we are all affected. We are all affected, not just as a nation. We are affected as people who have been entrusted to take care of the people, Mr. Speaker, even the government pathologist who has been going through or conducting postmortems on such cases has even been affected, Mr. Speaker, saying a relative brought on a table for him to check what killed him, Mr. Speaker. I think as a country and as this Senate, we must give an ultimatum, Mr. Speaker, that by 25th June, Mr. Speaker, if this Senate has not done anything, if this lagat DIG has not resigned, Kenyans should come out on 25th as a Memorial Day to come in large numbers, Mr. Speaker, and deal with whoever, Mr. Speaker, is not doing what it's supposed to do. Because, Mr. Speaker, the police who have been mandated to take care of Kenyans, they are quick to act on some useless issues, Mr. Speaker. Today, as we speak, there is a police officer by the name Samido. Samido, who is a musician, who was granted a leave to go to America. He was supposed to return yesterday, but today there is a warrant of arrest on him for abduction of duty. If the police can issue a warrant of arrest for somebody because of missing work, yet we have a police officer whose name has been dragged on every murder, and Mr. Speaker, they're not doing anything. I think as a country, I think as a Senate, we need to do something, Mr. Speaker. The same police told us a member of Parliament has kidnapped himself. The same police told us he kidnapped himself and he slept in a certain hotel. The same police, but we did nothing, Mr. Speaker, because he does not come from our region. Today, the same police are saying the guy, the Albert Ojwang, hit his head on the wall, Mr. Speaker. The same police. At least we can say we're here now discussing issues because we have been all affected by the death of Albert Ojwang, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kavindu.
Asante Bwana Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii niweze nami kutia sauti yangu kwa hili jambo ambalo Bwana linahuzunisha sana zaidi. Na kwanza niwape wazazi wa huyu kijana pole zangu. Bwana Spika, kila mzazi utarajia kuzikwa na mtoto wake. Hakuna mzazi hata mmoja utarajia kuzika mtoto. Na hii Bwana Spika inaleta uchungu sana kuona watoto wetu wanauawa kama ndege. Mwaka moja ikifika tarehe 25 mwezi huu, tutakuwa tumefikisha mwaka tukikumbuka jenzi wetu walipouawa. Bwana Spika, nilikuwa kwa hili bunge na nilitoka pale nje tukatembea tukaenda kule Bunge Towers. Bwana Spika, experience ya 3 hours Bunge Towers ilikuwa kama mwaka mzima. Kila nikisikia bunduki nalia tu, nilikuwa nasikia tumbo yangu inatoka. Maana mimi ni mama. Na hiyo bunduki ilikuwa inapiga mtoto. Sasa tunaongelea mtoto ambaye ameuawa na watu ambao wanastahili kuwa wanalinda kila mwananchi katika hili taifa. Kama tutauliwa kule, tunastahili kukimbilia usalama. Basi tutapata usalama wapi Kenya hii? Ni kuonyesha taifa letu limeanguka kabisa. Na mimi naita president wa hili taifa, Bwana William Samuel Ruto, tafadhali simama kama president. Na sasa hivi kama si jana uongee kuhusu huyu kijana. Na wale ambao wamesababisha watendewe kile wanastahili kutendewa. Kwa sababu hatutanyamaza watoto wetu wakiendelea kuuawa. Sasa wakikufa wote tutabakia na nini kama taifa? Vijana ndio wenye nguvu, ndio wanaweza kuendelesha taifa. Tukizidi kuwaua, ni wapi tutapata wengine wa kuendelesha taifa hili? Mimi nasema hivi, kama mtu yoyote amefanya makosa, kuna koti, apeleko kotini ahukumiwe. Kama ni kufungwa afungwe, kama hakuna hatia aachiliwe. Lakini kuuawa, hii jambo ninakashifu kabisa, kwa sababu hakuna haki ya mtu kupoteza uhai wake bila sababu yoyote. na niyo mtoto peke yake ya wazazi wake. Hawa wazazi labda hata umri wao hawaruhusu tena kuwa na mtoto. Watapata mtoto wapi? Hata kama watalipa fidhia, hiyo fidhia watalipwa hailinganishwi na huyo mtoto. Na tunaomba haki itendeke hata kwa jinsi walipokufa kwenye taifa hili.
Senator AC Okenyuri.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipa nafasi hii. Kwanza ningependa kutoa pole zangu kwa familia ya marehemu Albert Ojwang. Ni kisa ambacho kimenisikitisha mno Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, sisi kama vijana tumeondoka nyumbani kwenye umaskini kuja mijini ili kujitafutia. Ni kisa kimenihuzunisha kuwa Albert aliweza kuchukuliwa na maafisa wale, na ripoti za upasuaji wa maiti zimeonyesha kuwa Albert hakujiua, aliweza kuuawa na maafisa wale. Singependa kujiunga na wenzangu ambao wananungunika. Bwana Spika, maafisa wale ambao walimbeba Albert kutoka kwao washtakiwe kwa makosa ya mauaji ili wasema nani ambaye aliwatuma kuangamiza kijana yule. Ni jambo ambalo linasikitisha Bwana Spika, kwa sababu kama vijana wa taifa watatendewa unyama kama ule, sisi viongozi tunabaki hapa tukinungunika Bwana Spika. Hii si hali ya kawaida Bwana Spika, na mauaji ya wanablog yamekithiri. Sisi kama viongozi tumezoea kuwekewa makosa kwenye mitandao pale, lakini hatujawa wa hasira kiwango cha kutaka kuwaua wale ambao wanatutusi pale kwenye mitandao. Kwa sababu tuko kwenye nafasi za uongozi, mambo kama yale yakitokea, sio sisi kuchukua hatua kama zile. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, maafisa wale ambao walimchukua kijana huyu Albert kutoka nyumbani akiwa salama washtakiwe kwa makosa ya mauaji ili waweze kuambia bunge hili na taifa kiini kikuu cha wao na ni nani ambaye aliwatuma kumwangamiza kijana huyu. Roho yake isilale pema peponi Bwana Spika, iweze kuwasumbua ambao wamefanya mambo hayo katika taifa hili. Asante sana.
Senator Omtata.
Mr. Speaker, sir, to begin with, I just want to read Article 238 of the Constitution, Clause 1. It reads, national security is the protection against internal and external threats to Kenya's territorial integrity and sovereignty, its people, their rights, freedoms, property, peace, stability, and prosperity, and other national interests. Clause 2A says national security is subject to the authority of this Constitution and Parliament. Parliament has the power to investigate this crime. And we have gotten to a point whereby we should form a parliamentary committee of inquiry to be guided by the inquiry. And that committee should get to the ground and call witnesses and unearth this problem. If you look at the Commission of Inquiries Act, it's another guide. If we can ask the President to form the committee, if he can't, Parliament can constitute itself into a committee. When J.M. Kariuki died, Parliament constituted a committee of inquiry, and there's a tradition in this House that we have been able to inquire matters like this. So given the weight of this matter, my submission is that Parliament should investigate this matter. The police have nothing to investigate. Yes, please.
Senator Omtata, would you wish to be informed by the Senator for Migori?
Yes.
You may proceed, Senator Eddy.
Mr. Speaker, my brother Senator Omtata has called for the formation of I'm very emotional, Mr. Speaker, you'll forgive me. He has called for a commission of inquiry on the death of a young man when it is a matter of public understanding that there is somebody who has been alleged to have reported to have reported that Ojwang had published something about him. How does the justice system work, Mr. Speaker? How does it work?
Senator,
Can it be...
Senator Eddy, what is this information that you'd wish to share to aid Senator Mtata's contribution?
What I want to share with Senator Mtata is there is a serious person who works in the police rank who had an issue with this young man, and there's nothing to inquire about him. At the very least, let the young people in Kenya see that at least this person is behind bars, or at least has written a statement for which can form a basis for any kind of inquiry. There is nothing to inquire about a DIG who had an issue with this young person, Mr. Speaker. What is there to inquire? Senator, and is the one who sent for him, Mr. Speaker. What is there to inquire?
Senator Eddy, I've given you some latitude because we wanted to know, to understand the information you wanted to volunteer. Nevertheless, Senator Mtata, if that is helpful, you may proceed.
Well, it is helpful to the extent that you have not seen the tweet. Personally, I have not seen the tweet that has been referred to, or the insulting statement that is alleged. I have not seen it. Naturally, this thing would have been floating around. So it looks like if there was one, there's a very heavy cover-up that we are not able to leave it to the ordinary law enforcement mechanisms to get to the root of this matter. That's why I would like people like Senator Sifuna here, Senator Mandago, and people, and the bull of Nandi, Senator Cherargei, to sit on this issue and try to bring closure to this. We had Gen Zs killed in this country. It's close to a year today. No stone has been turned. And if it has been turned, what was seen under that stone has not been told to us. That's what I'm saying, as the ultimate house. And that's why I read this constitution. 258 clause 2A. National security is our business. And national security includes the lives of Kenyans. A life of a Kenyan has been lost. Many lives have been lost. Nobody has been held accountable. That's why I'm saying that in this particular matter, we form a body, a committee of inquiry the way it was done when J.M. Kariuki died, and the way it was done recently when this lady was killed by the British soldiers. And we unearth the evidence we can get and force law enforcement to act. If we leave it to law enforcement, we are going to complain, daylight, sunset, and the things will go cold. Let this house take charge and get to the bottom of this matter, turn whatever stone there is to be turned, look under that stone, and tell the world what they see. That's what we need. Otherwise, we are going to end up nowhere. They are going to sanitize this thing and it's going to disappear. This was a murder. We even have information this guy was taken to Central Police Station when he was bleeding. We would like these people to have a forum where they can come and tell us what they saw without fear of being victimized. That's why I'm asking for a parliamentary commission of inquiry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Nderitu.
Asanti Bwana Spika kunipa fursa hii. Kwanza kabisa nataka kuleta risala zangu za rambirambi na watu wa Laikipia kwa familia ya Albert Omondi Ojwang. Na nimpongeze